You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
And girls, I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still lied. Whoa, yeah. Take off the foo-foo, take off the cloud chase, take off the Wi-Fi, take off the money phone, take off the car loan, take off the flex and the white loss, take off the weird jewelry. I'ma take 10 steps, then I'm taking off top 5. Take off them fabricate streams and the microwave memes. It's a real world outside. Take off your idols, take off the runway, take off the Cairo. Take off the Sandro pay, 5-day stay, take a quarter meal, hella final. Take off the far flag, take off perception, take off the cop with the iPad. Take off the allure, take off the unsure, take off decisions I lack. Take off the fake deep, take off the fake woke, take off the I'm broke, I care. Take off the gossip, take off the new logic, that if I'm rich, I'm real. Take off the Chanel, take off the Doja, take off the Birkin bag. Take all that designer off and what do you have? You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Get back in pocket. The world in a panic, the women is stranded, the men on the run. The profits abandoned, the law take advantage, the market is crashing, the industry wants to sleep in the box while they making a mockery following us. This ain't Monopoly, watching for love. This ain't monogamy, y'all get it. Jumping on what the hell is that? I gotta relax when I feel. All my descendants, they come in my sleep and say I am too real. I'm done with the sensitive, taking it personal. Done with the black and the white, the wrong and the right. You hoping for change and miracles. I know the feelings that came with burial cries. You ugly. You out of pocket. 2 ATMs, you stepping to what? You out of pocket. Who you think they talk about? Talk about us. You out of pocket. Who you think they carry up us? Serving up a look, dancing in a drop. Hello to the big step, but never lose a count. Venting in the safe house. Venting in the safe. Can I vent out my truth? I got nothing to lose. I got problems and pools. I can swim with my fate. Cameras moving whenever I'm moving. The family suing whatever I make. Murder is stacking. The president acting. The government taxing my funds in the bank. Homies subtracting the fence when I'm breaking. Look at my reaction. My pupils on skates. Hold up.
Let's think about this for a second. Tell me what you would do for steady. When you show your show, no credit. When you show your bro for leverage.
What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? What a hypocrite said. What community feel they the only ones relevant? You out of pocket, yeah, you out of pocket. You entertain the mediocre, need to stop it. You entertaining old friends when they toxic. What your life like? You gossip. What the is council culture, dog? Say what I want about you. I'm like overdog. I treat you like I'm Jigga. Watch I own it all. Oh, you worry about a critic? That ain't protocol.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into a million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me. Show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand. Boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. and I chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping it get peace with his past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck, jab, hook, send it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
First off, let me talk my. Got a couple things I gotta cross off my list. How you insomniac for sleeping on my. It's a bad soundtrack, read the script. Born in the motherland, headed straight down to the south. Tennessee mornings with pops, working 3 jobs. I knew that they struggled to get it, that's why I wanted to get it. That's embedded, you get it, treat it like a law. And I'ma need commission for this hit. Lance laid the canvas and I painted over it. I don't need a vision board to show you I'm betting on myself, count the chips. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin. Just being honest. Try to sink my ship like Titanic and leave me with Jack. Hope I be panicking, but I rose to the top. Isn't it funny that the
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield looks to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he is going to have the Panthers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, that's how you use your safety valve, CD. He didn't appear to be the intended target, but they got it to him, and he was able to get just enough to pick up the first.
And what a great example of where we are right now in the NFL, because if you're a running back, you're not just going to carry it. You got to catch it out of the backfield as well. Those combo guys, they're the ones everyone wants on their team.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Alert! Regular. Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield. That caught by Tremble. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Dorsett making the catch. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hurry!
To throw, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Touchdown, Packers. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Run.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his throw here is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. There he goes left side. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Packers 14. Panthers nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Play fake. Mayfield. There's Trimble, the tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Rashawn Gary gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the front. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now Crosby for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Regular.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Here's Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Point it right. King. Hey, Lord's 33.
Mayfield now. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just 3rd and a yard.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is going to have the Panthers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a 2nd half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's got Dorsett complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line.
Regular.
And again, it's Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tariq Carpenter. And into the end zone, it's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Taking it about the 1. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time, but nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throw outside, McCaffrey's got it. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Now Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now a play fake. Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And now here is another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the first down.
Hey, take 26. Back one.
Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run off tackle with Jones. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Slant route, he's got Dobbs. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Complete to Dorsett. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Mayfield on first down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he...
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the status